Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Sashtang pranams to Pujya Guruji, Pujya Swamiji. Salutations to all the devotees of Pujya Gurudev assembled here. And even before I start, special gratitude to all of you. And I say that with my full heart on behalf of Swamiji and all the trustees of Chinmaya Vishwavidyapeeth for the marvelous support the entire Chinmaya family around the globe have been offering Chinmaya University. I think from my hand, a clap. The topic which I would be taking in these half an hour presentation is there, so we have another 25 minutes, will be the vision and inception of Chinmaya University. Vision and inception of Chinmaya University. Now, suppose I ask this question. How do we want our youngsters to be educated? Do we want them to be proud of their culture, confident of themselves as human beings? Or do we want to just give some kind of education? We all know those who love and respect their parents, they grow up into wonderful individuals. They study well, they achieve great things, they bring reputation, glory to their family. We know all those things. The same applies to a nation also. Somebody who loves, who's proud of his country, such a person contributes greatly to the nation and he is a positive change bringer to the nation. But then, when we talk of this patriotism is a little compound kind, it's a complex kind of emotion. Because patriotism is not just love for, but it is also pride in. Love is from the heart. Pride is from understanding. There is part heart, part head in patriotism. Now, let me give an example. I love my mother and father. All of us love our mother and father. Love is because my mother, my father. But pride is slightly different. If my father is a drunkard, talks nonsense, violent, I will still love, but pride takes a beating. Yes? I will still love, but pride will not be there. Now, if we look at our country, is there opportunity merely to love? Or are there sufficient reasons to be proud? And in our education system, is it possible to reflect this aspect of what we can respect of our country? And only if we can do that, we will have our youngsters not only loving their land, but also proud of themselves being Indians. And only then we will have youngsters who contribute to the nation and never otherwise. We all know our children are our future. But let's also remember one thing. Our youngsters are our immediate future. Now, what is that about India which we can incorporate in our education? India is considered even now Jagat Guru. There was no aspect of the knowledge tradition India did not contribute to. Mathematics, decimal system, we were the ones who gave. Zero, we provided clarity. Infinity, we gave the inputs. Purnamada, Purnamidam, etc., etc. Biology you take, life science you take, horticulture you take, every aspect Indians have contributed. Ayurveda still remains one of the most potent natural ways of treating as well as prevention. Whether it is mathematics, linguistics, Panini in Ashtadhyayi, in a scale of just 4,000 sutras, the entire language has been brought into analysis, study. Any aspect of knowledge you take, you will find Indians have contributed. The question is why is it not reflected in our higher education? You can be very, very proud, all of us as Chinmaya Mission members. The entire nation has given Chinmaya Mission this great, grand, not opportunity, trust, that we will be that organization which is going to bring this amalgamation of the ancient Indian knowledge traditions with contemporary knowledge fields. We are the only university which is going to do this, and we are doing. And that is why under the deemed university, we come under a special category called de novo. The word de novo means altogether new. Can you please think, even imagine, that such a country with such a knowledge traditions, where the granny is sufficient to tell when the eclipse is going to happen, because the Panchangam is there. In this great grand country, our own children, our own youngsters are not given the knowledge of their forefathers. This great correction is happening at Chinmaya Vishwavidyapeeth. One more point. Is knowledge merely information, something to fill the intellect with? Is that sufficient for life? Even great people crumble in front of challenges of life. Is it not? Difficulties can make anybody lose balance. Arjuna in the battlefield could not stand. He was wilting because of confusion. When Sri Krishna gave the knowledge, a different kind of knowledge. Not the knowledge he just studied with Dronacharya, but a different way, a different thing which adds completion. The Upanishads state, Dve vidye veditavye, para cha eva apara cha. Inputs for living are very important. But if we don't have inputs for life, where is the living? Great knowledge, but a single sorrow. We find the youngster committing some terrible things, bringing pain to all. Is that knowledge? In Chinmaya University, true to the term Chinmaya, we bring in Chinmaya. That knowledge which makes knowledge complete. How do we do it? A very, very beautiful way of majors, minors, electives, life immersion courses such as meditation, seva. So bringing this whole great, wonderful combination which can make knowledge holistic, Chinmaya Vishwavidyapeeth is engaged in a life-transforming process for hundreds of children now and thousands of children who are going to come to the future, in the future. What we are doing at Chinmaya Vishwavidyapeeth is this. What we did not receive from our education, we plan to bequeath to our youngsters. This is a very sacred thing. It is man-making education. And Pujya Gurudev said, art of man-making. And very, very nice. Today we see so many presentations of education and all the fields. One thought came to my mind from LKG to PhD. With Chinmaya Vishwavidyapeeth, that cycle becomes complete. Now you may wonder, what is so great about this Indian knowledge? Yes, it has got inputs for living, inputs for life. Wonderful, excellent. But let me tell you, there is something which is required for the whole world, which is there in our knowledge traditions. If this knowledge is lost, it is not a loss only for India. It is a loss for the whole world. I wonder, Swamiji, this is too much. But let me just give you an anecdote, and then I think it will become very clear. In the ashram of Mahatma Gandhiji in Sabarmati, there used to be every day morning before prayer time, chantings from the Bhagavad Gita, readings from the Quran, some kind of portions from the Bible and the Guru Granth Sahib. Everything was read. And then the prayers would go. And these newspaper fellows, they asked Gandhiji, in your ashram you chant the Bhagavad Gita, the Quran, the Bible and the Guru Granth Sahib. Please tell me what you love the most. Gandhiji, he was a man of truth. He kept quiet for a moment and then he answered, you have a mother, she has a mother, he has a mother, she also has got a mother, I have a mother. Which mother will I love the most? But even as I love my mother the most, I know how much you love your mother, how much she loves her mother, how much he loves her mother. In loving my mother, I know how everyone feels about the mother. When this whole world is breaking into fragments because of narrow domestic walls and strife is written everywhere, wherever you put your finger on, if there's one tradition which can give to the whole world the message of unity, of oneness, of togetherness, that is your tradition, my tradition. If Indian knowledge tradition is lost, the world will be lost. We carry that light. We are that. What? Lighthouse in this ocean of turbulence. Let's all come together to make this happen. Chinmaya University. And this is not, Chinmaya University is not some Swami Swarupananji or Pujya Guruji or few of us taught Chinmaya University. Way back in 1989, 1990, when Pujya Gurudev established Chinmaya International Foundation in the birth home of Adi Shankaracharya, he made a will, a commitment, a wish. This will become a university founded on Sanskrit. You know, when they opened the pyramids and then they had some paddy grains were there, they took that paddy grains and somehow it fell on the ground and it sprouted. 5,000 years after, vitality was there. The Satya Sankalpa of a Jnani, a Yuga Purusha like a Pujya Gurudev, makes things happen even when we do not know, It will happen. It will happen. And one thing interesting I should tell you, in 2009, one of the devotees of one of the relatives of one of the devotees had come to CIF, and there I was talking about the university and all those things, and the person got inspired and said, can I give for Chinmaya? Can I give for a university, Sanskrit university? And then he took 10 lakhs. And can I give? I said, please wait, I can't accept it. I sent an email because how do we know? Gurudev said at that time, how do we know? I sent an email to Guruji. Next day morning, Guruji's email came. If Pujya Gurudev said it, it will happen. Accept it. History is in the making. History is in the making. Our generation has got this opportunity to make a very, very, very wonderful university for posterity. Not just for our children, not just for our children's children, and not just for children of this country, not just children of a few generations, forever. Because it is Satya Sankalpa. Nothing more I have to say. Let's start all details, what are the courses, etc., which you can always have. But we are blessed because we have this opportunity to serve. Are you all with me? Do you feel the same thing? Yes. When Sri Rama is there to guide, when Hanumanji is there to lead, what is required further? A Vanara Sena. We are. Thank you.